Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lanier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback now breaking the field. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking for a man, it's Proctor. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to set up the screen. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He wants to change this route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Slings it downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Proctor. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
To the air on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Oh, they're after him. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
UCLA.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bruins will hustle to the line with the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw. It's Proctor. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks the tackle and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find these dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
To the air on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He might want another play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Rush is on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Proctor. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game. Right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the day.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Still on his feet. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Going to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the ground with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Proctor. Here's the pressure. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense in press coverage. To throw, it's Proctor. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times it looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his...
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. He's just chasing by the defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. On the move to his left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. He breaks a tackle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The run from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. The give to the Mets. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. the ground, going for the first down with the gift to the tight end. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And